Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are 3S Real Estate Brokers, one of the leading real estate brokerage firms in Dubai. We work with the top developers like Imar, Nakhil, Jamak, and we are the top performers with these big developers. We have exclusive access to inventories. We have a very good relationship with these developers, and we can help you to put your money in the right projects in Dubai. I have my colleagues with me, Abir Aziz, Joseph Ayub, and Nausheen Ahmad. They are going to talk about different projects that we are going to talk about in this session. And apart from that, we have a lot of other projects as well. However, we have selected a few because we have limited timeline. So without any further ado, we'll get started. And the first question that I'm going to ask my panelists usually is why people should consider Dubai as an investment option. So we shall start. I'll keep this question open to everyone, and you can just jump in and give your inputs about it. So maybe we can start off with Joseph. Joseph, if you can just give your insights on why people should consider Dubai.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joseph. Fazan, your question is a very common question that we all have. Why should we come and invest our money into Dubai? There are a lot of reasons, including the fact that Dubai is generally, compared to the world, it is a developing country, and if you can see the history of Dubai, since the beginning till now, our rate of development has actually been very, very high. And another more reasons is just generally the lifestyle here. I am born and raised in Dubai, so when I compare Dubai to other countries, I see that we have very low crime, we have safety of investment, safety of just your personal life and health. Healthcare is good. Especially people saw that during COVID, Dubai had handled the whole situation much better. We had a tax-free country. There's income tax or property tax on any of our investments, business, whatever. There is no tax for you. Other than that, the real estate market in Dubai is actually now beginning to be very mature. So you are not seeing such humongous fluctuations in the market. You're seeing a more stable rate of increase or decrease. As I would not say that there is no decrease in the market in Dubai. There are still ups and downs, but it's a much more stable and it's a lot more controlled fluctuation than it would be in other countries. Other than that, the rental income, capital appreciation, and all other everything you're looking for out of your investment is a lot more refined and a lot more taken care of in Dubai compared to other countries.
All right. Thank you so much, Joseph. Joseph, one very basic question that people usually ask: what is the kind of returns that we expect, like on an average, when it comes to rental returns, or when we talk about the capital appreciation? In general,
rental returns in all of Dubai, you're looking at even at the worst of I have not seen we're making less than 5%. So the average rental say that from my personal experience and knowledge that I've seen in Dubai has been from 5 up to 8%. This has been the rental return depending on the market and of course the location that you're renting in. Other than this, capital appreciation I feel is very dependent on the location and the project you choose. Of course, with the whole market, your property value will go up and down. But capital appreciation, we have seen, like, for example, areas like District 1 have seen capital gains of up to 100% since in the past 3 to 4 years. And you have seen also a large amount of capital appreciation in Villa Townhouse community, in luxury waterfront property communities. So in terms of that, it has been very, very good.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Joseph. Let's move. Directly. What we can basically do is we can start off talking about different projects. So I will continue talking to you. Let's start off with your project, which is Palm Beach Towers, and let's get started from there. Over to you, Joseph.
All right. So Palm Beach Tower is a very huge project in Dubai. And before we discuss the project, I would like to discuss the location. So for me, the location is very, very important. And you may have heard the phrase that the most important thing in real estate is the location, 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 location. And this is said so much because it is true. So one of the most iconic destinations in all of Dubai is Palm Jumeirah. And because it is just the project on itself is beautiful, it's one of the few natural sea destinations that has been converted into a community. It is it has some of the most premium and most lavish amenities, most amazing restaurants, cafes. You have amazing nightlife, and a lot of activities that you can do there as well. So, and particularly Palm Beach Tower has an amazing location in my opinion, because it is right at the entrance of Palm Jumeirah. So you would not have to go through all of Palm Jumeirah to enter your building. You have direct access from Al Sufo Road, and the best part about its location is that your views would be of the whole Palm. So if you're within the Palm, you would have amazing views as well. But the but similar to downtown, Burj Khalifa is the main view, and the same thing applies here, where Palm Jumeirah is the main view. So this Palm Beach Towers is very strategically and very beautifully located in that matter. Other than this, the benefits of Palm Beach Tower, if I was to name a few, would be that Palm Beach Tower has direct access to the monorail, and it's so direct that it's right in the on a podium level. So you wouldn't even have to leave your building to get onto a monorail or get onto the tram, which is really, really rare to find in Dubai. And as we all know, public transportation is very important when you're considering an investment in Dubai. Along with this, you also get direct beach access from the building. All the residents of the buildings will have direct beach access to a private beach, which is only accessible by the tenants of the building. As I mentioned before, Palm Jumeirah is, it's a very luxurious destination. You're surrounded by luxury. You're surrounded by high-end amenities. And similarly, Palm Beach Tower also has its share of amazing amenities, which I'll be going through a bit of them later. Other than this, another very, very unique and amazing point of Palm Beach Tower is that the views of Palm Beach Tower will not be obstructed. You will have views of the marina, you will have views of Palm Jumeirah itself, you will have views of Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa, and of course, endless water. And all of this is not going to be obstructed anytime too.
Joseph, we lost your voice in between. Somehow your voice was lost. Can you please come again?
All right, till where did you hear me?
Just the last sentence, if you can just.
Right. So my last point was that Palm Beach Tower has unobstructed views, and it has views of Marina, Palm Jumeirah, Burj Al Arab, and Burj Khalifa. And there are no more plots that are available around the building that could, eventually over the years block your views. Your building is completely open from all ends, and it will have amazing views. I mentioned earlier about the specialty of amenities available in Palm Beach Tower. Just to name a few, we have outdoor yoga areas, we have a spa and wellness center, we have business centers, sky lounges, indoor gyms, viewing decks. You will have kids play areas, and you will have also parks and promenades on your podium level. So this has actually become something that's very common in all of Dubai. All buildings now have very, very good amenities, but Palm Beach Tower will be set apart in terms of the quality and the vast selection of amenities that you will have within the buildings. So just to touch this shortly, Palm Beach Towers is actually three different towers: Tower 1, 2, and 3. Tower 1 was launched previously this year, and it was sold out even before it was launched. It was a huge, huge success. Tower 2 similarly followed in its footsteps, and it was launched and sold out as well. Recently, Nakheel has just come up with Tower 3, and even though it's such a fresh launch, we have very, very limited availability there as well. Now, I've mentioned to you the beauty of Palm Beach Tower. I would like to now specifically talk about Palm Beach Tower 3. Now, what sets Palm Beach Tower 3 apart is that the whole tower will be completely branded in terms of its finishing, and it will be fully furnished by a very, very well-renowned name in Dubai, and that is BNB Italia. Not just Dubai, all over the world. BNB Italia is known for its luxurious furniture, and we're talking about very, very high-end finishing if you don't know the company. And another amazing huge point that comes, which is actually one of my main selling points for this tower, is that this tower and this tower alone will have permission for short-term leasing. Now, if you are not aware of what short-term leasing is, this would be like having permission to lease your property on daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And this is really something that we've seen in Dubai. Short-term leasing has seen rental incomes go from the range of 5 to 8 to all the way to 9 to 14%, even up to 14% we can expect. And we have seen this in Dubai in terms of short-term leasing. Other than this, another specialty that Tower 3 will have, that there is a 360 rooftop viewing gallery from the building. And this is something that is we have seen very successful, as Nakhil has another building called the Palm Tower right in the middle of Palm, and it has the view of the Palm right on the top floor. And since from my own experience, and we can also check it out online, that it is a huge success. They have hundreds, if not thousands, of visitors weekly throughout the building. And this is something that would be very huge for this tower as well. Now let's get a little bit into more of details about the product. Something that I'm sure everyone is already wondering is, what are the sizes and what are the prices that we can see in these in this building. So we have one bedrooms that are very well sized. As actually, you will see this with all properties of Nakhil, that they are one of the developers that is giving the best sizes in Dubai, whether it be villa, townhouses, or even apartments. As you can see here, much higher than the market norm. A one-bedroom apartment is just about 1,200 square foot, and the starting price will be about 3.65 million. This is putting the price per square foot just under 3,700 square foot. A two-bedroom, which is sized at an amazing 1,350 square foot, is coming at about 4,703 million. This one's 4.73 million. I'm so sorry about that. And the price per square foot at this comes at a very nice, even 3,500 dirham per square foot. And another amazing thing is where we see other developers and other projects coming at about 80-20 or 70-30 payment plan. Nakhil has still chosen to go at a 60-40 payment plan, which leaves you a lot of room, meaning that you would pay only 60% during construction and the remaining 40% on handover, which could be mortgaged, and you could prolong your payments even further and maintain your cash flow. The estimated handover for this is Q1 2026, and I can very confidently say that I believe Nakhil will be accurate with their handover, if not beating it. Because as if you will check it online, or if you will visit the site, you will see that about 25 to 30% of the tower is already ready, and you can actually visit the site if you book a viewing with us. Now, I personally am a math guy, so I need the numbers to talk to me as well. So I've just done a very basic study on this matter, actually. So let's take a two-bedroom unit, which in my opinion is one of the best investments that you can do right now. A two-bedroom unit starting price is about 4.7 to 8 million. All these numbers that I have taken are actually numbers of a particular unit that I have in mind. So these are all verified numbers. The unit price is 4,728,800 dirhams. And when now what I'm trying to figure out is the return that I would have on this investment. Now let's say the service charges are 27 dirham per square foot. We have been told by Nakhil, as of course the project is not ready yet, we cannot have accurate service charges, but 27 dirhams is the maximum range they have given us. And so I'm using all our costs to be at the maximum and our income to be at the average or the bare minimum, just so we can have a very safe estimate of how much money we're actually going to make out of this property. So the service charges are set at about 27 dirhams per square foot in my calculation, which brings our total service charges per year on this property to 36,450 dirhams. This would be our yearly service charge. And now what I'm going to think about is, because the beauty of this tower is that you can lease it out on short term. So I'm going to think about what is the rest of Palm renting for. An average two-bedroom, which is not branded, which is unfurnished, which is not branded and which does not have branded furnishing in Palm Jumeirah, is going for in between the range of 1,500 to 2,500 per day. Now, I have taken the median rate, which would be 2,000 dirhams. I can almost 100% say that I am sure that you will get more than 2,000 dirhams per day, because there's nothing that compares to this in the market right now. So we're taking a safe estimate, 2,000 dirhams per day. I'm thinking of a multiple monthly occupancy of about 65 to 70%. So just for calculation basis, I've taken 20 days out of 30 will be the days that you'll actually be renting it out. This brings our total our revenue in per month to 40,000 dirhams, and over a year it will become 480,000 dirhams. This minus our service charges divided by the unit price actually gives us the yearly ROI. And with my very safe and very low income measures, I've seen that we are making almost 10% ROI per year on this property, and that is honestly something crazy. In the market, if you think about it, everybody says this, that anything above 5.5 to 6% is a very good ROI. And here we're talking about taking everything at the bare minimum. We're looking at 9.4%, which is very close to 10%. And initially, I think that this rate will stand initially, but as the tower matures and people start seeing the tower, people start living in the tower, this rate and your yearly rent even would go a lot higher in this property. So that's my time for this property right now. If you have any further questions, I would love to answer them.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Joseph. There are a couple of questions that we have got from the audience. One was like, which area has the highest ROI in Dubai? So you can talk about it later. Let's focus first of all on Palm Beach Tower. So somebody has asked, is this a hotel apartment? What will be the service charges? I think service charges you have given a rough estimate already, but you can just, counter that question once again if you can, please.
All right. So these are not hotel apartments, actually. These are all residential units, but they are fully branded in terms of their finishing, and they will be given to you fully. And we're not talking about any normal furniture. All the furniture will be from BNB Italia. In terms of the service charges from Nakheel, what we have been told is that the service charges can be anywhere between 20 to 27 dirhams. And in my calculation, I took 27 dirhams just to be on the safe side. I think that.
Yeah, that answers the question. Thank you so much, Joseph. Once again, let's move to the next project. In between, for the audience, if you have any questions, you can put in the Q&A section, and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Let's move to the next project, which is Aziz Rivera, and that will be covered by my colleague, Nosheen Ahmed. Nosheen, over to you.
In me? Hello. Yes, Faizan. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to explain about this Aziz Rivera. Basically, Aziz Rivera is a lagoon side community. It is situated in Medan area, which is very near to the city. It's just 10 minutes drive from downtown area. And it has 2.5 kilometer long Crystal Lagoon, which is managed by Crystal Lagoon company. And they have studio 1 and 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom apartment. And investment, if you want to invest in the studio, the price start from 790,000. 1 bed price is 1.6 million and 2 bed price is 2.5 million. They have retail shop also where you can invest in like 2 million. All right. And they are going to launch handover. They're going to give handover, which is phase 1, because total they have 4 phases and 75 buildings. 4 phases, first 7 buildings are going to be handed over in next month, right? And that's all minimum you can earn ROI on this property, 10 to 15%. If we talk about as I discussed with you about the area is near to Al Khail Road, near to Medan area. And it's just, as I told you, 15 minutes drive from Dubai International Airport and 8 to 10 minutes drive from downtown. And 1 minute to Al Khail, 2 minutes to Medan Racecourse, and 5 minutes. If we talk about the sizes, so they have different sizes. So let's studio, they start their studio 400 square feet, and 1 bedroom's size start from 700 square feet approximately, and 2 bedrooms start from 1,000 plus square feet. These are the ideal sizes for this.
All right, and what is the payment plan that's there?
Payment plan, if we talk about the phase 1 and phase 2, they have 20/80 payment plan. 20% is down payment, and 80% on completion. Phase 3, they have 30-70% payment plan. 20% they will pay as a down payment plus 4% DLD, and 10% after 2 months from the down payment, and 70% on the completion. Phase 1 completion is, as I told you, it's expected in this year, and phase 2 completion is expected March 2023.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Nausheen. We'll move to our next project. For the audience, if you have any questions about this one as well, you can put in the chat box. We in the Q&A box, we will try and answer as many questions as possible. Let's move to the next project, which is going to be covered by Abir. Abir, over to you. Abir, you are on mute. You need to unmute yourself first.
Yeah, I'm audible. Yeah, so first I'll talk about the MAC, because the MAC is a master developer of Lagoons. Lagoon is the community. So the MAC already delivered such communities, like big communities. They already delivered 2 communities. One is the MAC Hills, which is golf course community, and the other one is the MAC Hills 2, which in this community, they focused on parks and stuff. So they are mainly focusing on communities in terms of the townhouses and apartments. So now they are coming up with lagoons. Lagoon is a crystal lagoon community in which you'll be having townhouses and villas and mansions. So basically it's G+1, which they are providing in terms of townhouse. In the community, you'll be getting all the facilities of water sports. You can say there will be sandy beach and swim in Crystal Lagoon, there will be swimmable water. You can swim in the water as well. So in the community itself, they are having different kind of parts, different themes they are providing. They are, you can say, 6 cluster, which they are focusing on. It's Mediterranean. So there is Malta, there is Venice, there is Costa Brava. So different Mediterranean city they focused on. In each cluster, there will be different kind of amenities. In amenities, we are talking about parks, we are talking about beach, we are talking about a skate park, there will be clubhouse, and plus like the structure of the property. It will be G+1. And in terms of location, if I talk about, it's located on Hisse Street, which is from airport. It will be around 20 to 25 minutes drive. From downtown, it will be 20 minutes. So it's, you can say, the good community in terms of location. Plus, you are getting independent house for yourself. There will be G+1. In ground floor, there will be living area and maid's room. And first floor, there will be apartments. So like there will be the rooms. So 1 bedroom will be down and 3 bedroom on the first floor. Yeah, I come to the like the structure. These are the structures of the townhouses and villa. One side is the Nice. In Nice, they are providing villas only, which will be sizes around 4,500 square feet. And the price, the starting price, we are talking about 5.5 million, which you have to pay in installments. Same for the townhouses. If I talk about price, 4 bedroom is starting from 1.8 million and 5 bedroom is starting from 2.5 million. 1.8 million size is around 2,276 square feet. It's the total size which I'm talking about. In this, there is garden and parking included. And on 5 bedroom, still the same. The size will be around 3,376 starting size. And it goes above because they have like different kind of layouts, and like they have multiple layouts which we can offer. Plus, in terms of the price per square feet, if I talk about around that area, there are few communities which are providing higher price per square feet. You can say around 12 to 1300 dirham per square feet. But this community, they are providing only 718 dirham per square feet. So this is the cheapest in market when it comes to townhouses. Payment plan, we are talking about, so payment plan, it's 80% during construction. That is the construction linked payment plan. So let's suppose down payment, we are talking about only 25% down payment, and the rest installment will be divided in quarter. Like every 3 months, you have to pay like 5%, and there are different layouts, different payment plan in which you have to pay 10%. Till handover, you have to complete 80%. And on handover, the 20% remaining you can pay, and you can rent your property if you want to, and you can live in the property if you want to. So it depends on you.
All right, perfect.
That's it for the book.
Thank you so much, Abir. In terms of so for the audience, if you have any further questions, you can always ask, put in the chat or put in the Q&A section. Anything specific to earlier projects or this projects in general. I have one question for you guys. Let's say, for an example, if somebody plans to invest in Dubai, okay, what should be the minimum investment they should plan? And at the same time, if I want to get a residence visa or any other type of visa, what sort of investment I should be looking at? So what would be the slabs that I can get a residency in Dubai or UAE?
So in Dubai, if let's suppose you are planning to get the residency, so they are providing investor visa, which is like minimum investment for that is around 750 dirhams. So in that you can get residence visa that is renewable. You can renew that visa. In that visa, you can sponsor your family as well. So it's an easy visa to get. And if you invest 2 million above, you can get golden visa, which is almost 10 years visa. And that is renewable as well.
All right, perfect. And let's say, for an example, if I sell the property, what happens then? Like, do I still have
yes, you'll be having your visa still.
Right. So it is not linked with my investment, basically.
No, it's not.
All right. Perfect. So any other questions from the audience? If you have any other questions, you can always ask. And before we close this session, let's get a closing remark from everyone. And in general as well, what would be your closing remark about the property, about the investments in Dubai? So I'll start with Abir yourself. You can give your closing remarks, and then we'll move.
Closing remarks. I just want to mention one thing, that let's suppose if you are buying off-plan property, because mostly people, they have that concept in mind that mostly they want to go for a ready property. So I just wanted to mention that when you are buying property, off-plan property, so you are getting capital appreciation on the property because you are buying at the time of launch. So when you are buying at the time of launch, you are in profit because when property is about to get handover, prices increased because it's all over practicing in Dubai. It's the same thing. When the project is about to hand over, the prices increase. So get the benefit of buying property if you are totally looking for investment, get the benefit on the launch because launching price are lesser. When you are buying ready property, you get the higher price.
All right. Thank you so much. So the next question that we have got is, can we get a visa on off-plan properties? Joseph or Nosheen, if you guys can, would like to answer this question.
Hi. Yeah. So yes, you absolutely can. But the only requirement from the government for this is to show proof of ownership, which would be in the form of title deed or uqud. Okay. And once this is done, this is mostly done right after 20% or 25% of payment. After this, you will have your title deed or uqud, which you can show. And if the amount mentioned on the title deed matches the criteria, you will be issued a visa.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Somebody was raising a hand. I think it was Fayaz Khan. If you can put your question in the Q&A box, we'll be able to answer that question as well. And while you are writing that question, let's go for the closing remarks from Nosheen.
Yes, Faizan. Other than this investment in offline property, because this webinar is for the Pakistani investors, right? So the best thing to invest in Dubai is like this dirham is packed with dollar. It's not like investment in Pakistan, like you are going to invest in PKR, where the dollar fluctuates. So there is too much uncertainty in the market. But if they invest in Dubai market, the best thing is if they are investing in 1 million, the dollar is stable. So other than appreciation with this, in the capital, other than the capital gain, they are also getting the high return on investment in terms of rental yield plus dollar stability. So this is my main point.
All right. Thank you so much. Joseph, your final remarks.
Well, my final remarks are I would just like to close with actually seconding what both Abir and Noshin said, that the fact that dollar is pegged here is a huge advantage for all the investors coming from Pakistan. And in Dubai, like I mentioned previously, the security in investment is very, very good, as the government is very, very supportive of investments and investors, in the sense that there are very, very proper rules and regulations that are set for owners and for tenants as well, which makes it a safe and secure environment for both. And the fact that the government is very involved in this whole process is a huge, huge factor, I feel, and a huge difference for investors that they will feel from Pakistan to Dubai. This is why I feel like they should really make the move to Dubai if you haven't yet.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, guys. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. If you have further questions about investments, properties, you can always reach out to these people. You can reach out to them through WhatsApp or call. They will be sharing the details with you anyways through WhatsApps and call. And thank you so much once again for joining in. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faizan. Thank you.